And I am the founder of MWF, and I'm here with our brand new general manager, Nick Storm. How's it going, Nick?
I'm doing actually just great. How about you?
I'm doing good. So we announced today that you will be our new general manager, and you're going to be helping us out with the matchmaking and all that good stuff. And I'm glad you're on the team. And I'd like to talk to you about some updates that you shared with us today on the MWF YouTube channel. Uh,
Let's.
so, first off, you announced the name of our event, the first name for our first show. Um,
That's right. Dead End is the first. You know the the big thing between our two biggest competitors so far.
yeah, I saw that you
It's
announced that match, a Continental Championship between the Force and Alex the Gladiator Kingslayer, and you even announced the type of match he had chosen the match that the Gladiator will be fighting the Force in. Um, so, I mean,
yeah.
it's going to be a
That's
wild one.
yeah yeah. Yeah, I mean, There's been a lot of build up behind this. They've been doing some back and forth banter, and it kind of looks like they've gotten to that point where it's it's time to to come down to it and see
Yeah,
who's truly the best
exactly.
with
Put up or
this
shut up.
continental title.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
it was announced that you announced that it would be a false count anywhere. No, I'm sorry, not a false count anywhere. A last man standing match, um, which of course is
uh,
the type of match where the opponent will be down for 10 seconds, and that will be how the other one can claim victory. Um, which you know what that means? That means that not only will they be fighting in the ring, but they get to leave and move along around the arena, around the crowd.
that's right. It's going to be a very interactive match, and it'll just be interesting to see how this plays out.
Yeah, I mean the brutality of the gladiator by himself. I mean, he says in his promo against the Force that he already beat him 3 times. What makes his fourth time any different? You know. Uh,
It's yeah,
I
it's
mean, what whose side are you taking right
it's
now?
kind of I can't say with certainty that I'm on any one particular side, but I'm seeing a lot of tension between these two titans
Hmm.
of wrestling in here, and it's looking like one side might be angrier than the other. The gladiator calling out, and it just looks like it's going to be one of those bloodbath matches that
Yeah.
go down in history.
It seems like Kingsley kind of took offense to what the Force was saying. Like it's almost like a "How dare you!" like challenge me. You know that kind of tone in his voice. Yeah.
Yeah, that's correct. And oh, we know our beloved Force has that uh, he has that sort of edge to him where when he starts coming down and talking with reality to what he's saying, he doesn't have a filter.
Yeah,
That's just
yeah.
how he is.
Along there with like The Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin, he's kind of just got that persona where it's like he's the man. But I mean, that's the thing. Both these men kind of have a little bit of like inflated ego, both of them. So seeing those two collide, I mean, of course, the Force has not taken it drastically. You know, he's a good guy here, and but I feel like I don't know. I feel like the Gladiator is going to change the Force after this match. Even if the Force doesn't want to change, I feel like he's going to be put through so much that the Force is not going to come out of this match the same.
I think so. I think there's, like I said before, it's there's a lot of anger on one side of this, and it seems like the Gladiator is really challenging, and it seems like he's been really preparing for this. I mean, the channel had uploaded uploaded, his response to the
Mhm.
Force's antagonisms, and it looks like he's ready to really fight.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's insane. It's insane that we're gonna have that. We already have that match scheduled. Speaking of other matches, I would like to have just talk about some of the new talent that we have signed. We have a few new names to the roster, which is exciting. Um,
Yeah, that's yeah.
uh, well, first off, we'll start with the obvious. I mean, you're new to our roster, and being our general manager, that being such that high position of power. I mean, how does it feel to be a part of like an organization such as this?
I'm absolutely thrilled to be an integral part of building this federation as it comes so far, because it's one that's built out of a pure passion for wrestlers. There's no bureaucracy about it. It's everybody is there because they want to be, and that's just something that I love about MWF. It's it's everybody there. Levi Wilder, Bella Rose, they're all there because they truly want to be the best out of MWF's roster so far.
Yeah, and speaking of you, that helps me segue into our next new person, Levi Wilder, the Outlaw. Um, I gotta say, I've heard a lot about him. Um, one thing I've heard mostly about everything is he's got a mouth on him. He's
Yeah,
trash
he's
talking king.
one of those fast talkers.
Yeah, and I mean he makes up for it in the ring, but fitting here in MWF where we got some like high tensions in some of these matchups. I'm excited to see him pick some fights with some of our competitors.
Yeah, that's something I would actually absolutely love to hear his actual move set for a lot of these matches that he's gonna be in the future, hopefully. Because I hear he's very aggressive in his style too,
Yeah, yeah.
is
Mhm.
one of the big things.
Yeah, I mean, right now, he's famous for he does a slingshot clothesline, which he calls the buckshot clothesline. Um, is actually currently used by an AEW superstar, Adam Page. Um, I don't, I think it's amazing that he can take his opponent's head off, and he just is so quick about it. It's just crazy. And along with that, he has another finisher he calls the Hangman's Neckbreaker. Um, which I mean, just the sound of that is not very pleasant. But I mean,
It sounds painful.
it's very painful. And who knows, even if some of these wrestlers on the roster may. I mean, here's another question, just kind of like going out of left field a little bit. I mean, are we going to see Nick Storm in the ring? Do you think,
Well,
or
I mean, it depends. I'd I'd hate to be the one to anger somebody like the Gladiator, but
yeah, yeah.
I'm just I, if it comes down to it, I I I'm gonna stand my ground, and if it comes to the threat to my position, I'm gonna do whatever it takes to hold my position as general manager, and I'm not gonna budge.
Well, I mean, that's what you got to do. I mean, in professional wrestling, is that a type of just contest to where nobody's safe. I mean, you could be chairman of the board, you could be the janitor. If you rub somebody with that ego the wrong way, you could have yourselves an Extreme Rules match. So,
Yeah, yeah, and I'm just having realizing my thoughts after the fact. That was not meant as an offense to the Gladiator or by any means the Force or otherwise. I know he's got a bit of a short temper on him, and I just I don't want to wake that dragon.
yeah, yeah, definitely. I mean, Gladiator has shown that he has that aggression. I mean, he sees himself as the super athlete, which I mentioned when I was talking to the Force. But it seems like our top guy right now is that Gladiator, even though he isn't even the world heavyweight champion. He's the Continental, but I mean, excuse me, he's just has so much power. It's like it's crazy because it's like even without even technically having that power, he's kind of become an authority figure here. Um, which hey, he still hasn't. He's only really had matches with a small percent of our new roster. So I mean, we might see some people rise to the top, or we might see some people fall from grace when we start having these shows.
That's right, and you know what? And we've been seeing a lot of new faces there too. I mean, we've got Alexis Delvin now. You know,
Yes,
that's she's fairly new.
yes, and I mean, thank you for that segue because I was going to get to her too. Alexis Devlin. Oh my gosh, man! Her background is in martial arts. A black belt in martial arts is going to be in our promotion. Um, I mean, how crazy is that when we're going to see these matches?
Definitely does not sound like definitely does not sound like one of the the defense players, if you know what I mean.
Yeah,
She sounds like a lot of these other names we hear that they're just vicious.
yeah,
There's been a name kind of circulating, is kind of a dread filled thing that we've been hearing lately. And if you could just tell me a little bit about him.
Oh, Alexis Devlin.
Salem Black.
Oh, Salem Black. I'm sorry. Um, no, I was talking to the Force about it, and we don't actually know a lot about Salem Black, but we do know he is a force to be reckoned with. This dark entity that he's really only. I haven't even seen him physically yet. I don't know where we're gonna put him for this match, but I'm almost thinking we're gonna have to do something in the title picture. I mean, I'm not sure yet. Nothing is confirmed. I haven't got any type of message from him or anything. But just know, he's gonna be there at Dead End, and he's gonna be taking some
It's
names.
sounding more and more.
So
Sounding more and more like he's going to be one of these wild cards that we don't see until the last minute, and it's those types that you see in WWE all the time that they come and they try to steal the title, and believe it or not, sometimes it works.
yeah, I don't know. Hopefully, we see more from Salem Black. But moving back a little bit, back to Alexis Devlin, I would like to mention her move set very quickly before we move on with some other performers. But she right now is her main thing is that KO, that knockout victory. I mean, she has those strong strikes. I mean, when they make contact, it's lights out, and I mean, right now we have another young lady in our division, Bella Rose. So I feel like I mean, either way, I think of this first show, they're gonna collide in some form or another, and I'm to be honest, I'm scared. um, I don't know the type of damage she can do, but you know, it's scary.
Yeah, she sounds well rounded and really vicious. I'd hate to be stuck in the ring with her.
Yes, yeah, her finishing move is the Venom kick, which is a spinning heel kick to the to the face, and then excuse me, a spinning
Ouch.
back body slam, which she calls is named the Devlin side, or Devil Inside, basically. Um, scary. We don't, I've been wondering about this. Is that you haven't revealed your moveset yet, and I'm not asking you if you don't want to, you don't have to, but see, we've never seen you perform here at MWF. So if matches happen at this pay per view, I mean, I don't know. Can you give us kind of an insight? Not on, you don't have to name us the moves if you want to keep that on the kind of down low. But I mean, how do you see yourself as more of like a performer? I know you'll be mainly. Oh, I'm sorry, word jumble. But mainly general manager for a
Well,
while.
let's just say that I'm not going to say much about that because I really don't want to to knock down the rest of the roster with with some of the moves I've got. Let's just put it this way: you don't become the general manager of an up and coming federation without knowing a few things. I
No,
would say I've been around the block.
okay. I mean, that's amazing. I'm excited to see. I mean, I'm not wishing you any bad luck with our performers to get in some type of like heated rivalry like that, but a part of me wants to see you lay the smackdown on somebody deserving on our roster. But hey, I'm excited when push comes to shove. I'm excited to see you get in that ring.
We'll see how things go, and if push does come to shove, I'm prepared to do whatever it takes to keep these titles going in the right direction, and I'll leave it at that.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Nick Storm, our new general
Thank,
manager,
thank you.
for taking the time. Um, like we said at the beginning of the show, kind of like a recap. Our first live event is called Dead End, and our first match that is being promoted right now is the Force taking on Alex the Gladiator Kingslayer in a last man standing. I keep wanting to say Paul's Count Anywhere, but no, a last man standing match for that Continental Championship, and this is a fourth time's the charm for the Force here. Um, Along with that,
It'll definitely be
definitely be like a bloodbath, like you said earlier.
yeah, it'll definitely be something that that pay-per-views kind of every 1 decade there's always there's a big one,
Yeah, yeah,
and this looks like it's it.
yeah. I mean, I'm excited. I'm excited to see these two fight. I mean, hopefully they both can leave the match in one piece. But knowing both these competitors, that probably won't be the case.
Yeah, the two biggest heads in the room are going to be stuck in in the cage together, and
Yeah.
it just looks like the championship kind of lives up to its name. It's Dead End.
Yeah. Well, anyways, thank you guys so much for tuning in. For this has been Jay Leo and new general manager Nick Storm. If you want more updates about our show, matches coming up, go ahead and subscribe and hit that bell notification for some updates. I hope everyone's safe and healthy during this whole pandemic. And as soon as we can get a date out there for our show, we will. And let's have let's rumble. Let's have these matches. Um, so, like I said, one more time, thank you, Nick Storm. Um,
Thank you.
and I hope you have a great night. And I'm excited to get this promotion
You as well, and
up and
you'll
running.
definitely be seeing a lot more of me on MWF.
Yep. Thank you so much. All right, everyone, have a good one.